Hello there.
Hi, everyone.
Tony Hawkins here from Wire Free Solar.
And indeed, Tivita.
And welcome to another episode of Why Solar. Today we want to talk about the solar loan.
Yep.
Solar ownership is cool. A lot of people want to own it. Most people are okay with leasing it. But there's a lot that you need to know about the solar loan and the 26% tax credit. And you really need to know how it works, because it's something that can bite you in the end if you don't know how it works.
Right. And the key word is credit. Okay?
Right.
You're not going to get a check in the mail.
Right.
You're not going to get a rebate. It is a credit, which is based on your tax need. So what we want you to understand is that when you file your taxes, there is a form that the IRS or your accountant has to fill out once you purchase your solar that is based off of the amount of money that you owe, your tax liability to the IRS. So say, for example, you're a W-2 employee, right?
Right.
And every year you get a refund.
Right.
You don't have a tax liability, but you can create a tax liability.
Right. You have to take advantage of this program.
Right. So if you're not a 1099, someone that's always looking at the end of the year to figure out how you can cut your taxes because you're writing a check to the IRS every year, then what you have to do is create a situation where you do write a tax. You do create a tax liability to the IRS so that you can take advantage of the federal tax credit. And as a licensed insurance and financial planner, what we suggest and what I suggest to my clients is that you go to your HR and you change your deductions, because what that means is that you'll get more money during the year, but then you'll owe at the end of the year. And you want to be in a position to owe, because on some of these systems you're getting $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 that you can then use to offset that liability. Right. And you want to be able to take advantage of that. So say, for example, you get like $7,000 for your solar system. And at the end of the year, credit. For your tax credit, right. End of the year, you owe $3,000. So you can use that $7,000 to $3,000. You'll have $4,000 left, and it rolls over to the next year. Right. So then next year, if you have $3,000 again, then you can use it again. Right. And so that's how it works. But beware. And that's our biggest thing. Beware
of the solar loan.
Yeah, because if you don't have that, the 26% federal tax credit isn't going to benefit you the way that it really should benefit you.
Right.
So we discuss that with our clients, because we don't want you to get in a situation where you think you're going to get a check back from the IRS. You're not.
It's not coming. It's not coming.
It is a credit.
Right.
There are also credits available in Prince George's County. It is a tax credit on your property taxes up to $5,000. That's also another form that you would fill out. Right. So say, for example, property taxes are pretty high in the county, so most people are going to benefit with $5,000. So if you owe $4,000 in your property taxes, that could be a credit once again.
I like that one better than the IRS one, because that one you're going to get.
That one you're going to feel happy about, right?
You're going to get that one.
Right, because you're getting money taken out to pay that from your mortgage company.
It's coming out anyway.
Yeah, so you'll get that cash.
You don't have to do anything. You just live in the house and own it. You're going to get that one. Right.
So you have that available to you.
Right.
And there's several other counties that also have credits available.
Right.
So you have to see us and get a proposal done so that we can show you how it works,
right.
How you're going to benefit, because it is a benefit.
Right.
The value in owning the panels is the federal tax credit, is some of the rebates. Maryland does have a $1,000 rebate, but you will get a rebate for that. It's not a credit. And
then the SRECs, but we'll do that in another video.
And then the SREC income, depending on the system size and how much it generates. But those are the benefits. And so it pays to be an owner.
Right.
So, You know, why do you own your home instead of renting a home? It's to get the benefits.
Right, right. So the loan works this way.
Mm-hmm.
When we structure a loan, solar loan, incorporated is going to be the 26% tax credit. It's already going to be incorporated into the math. You have a certain payment, which is a lower payment based on you getting that 26%. Right. So let's just say the payment's 150. 150 takes care of all of your electricity. You have 18 payments of 150. You have up to a year and a half to file your taxes to get that money back. However you get it back, then once you get it back, you make the payment back to the solar company. Let's just say the dollar amount is $12,000. So you pay the $12,000 to keep that 150 payment. If you don't have a tax liability, or if you can't get the money back from the IRS, then your payment may go up to $210. Let's just say we're just using numbers, right? If you are a person on fixed income, they don't retirement, they don't do anything, right? They don't get any money back, or they don't have any liabilities, correct?
Probably not.
So somebody's knocking on your door, and you got to be aware, you got to be leery of the people that are knocking on your door saying, hey, you want to go solar, you can get this check back from the IRS, 26%, it's not going to happen. And somebody on fixed income, they're going to take that lower payment because they're probably going to sell them on the lower payment. But when the time comes to pay the money back, they don't have it, their payment goes up. So that puts that retired person in a very bad situation. I personally wouldn't put a retired person in a loan. If they don't have the cash, then lease it. You still get a lower payment and it's still predictable, clean energy. I would go that route. I wouldn't do that. So if somebody's in that practice, you just have to be aware of that.
Yeah.
Right.
And so in some cases, some people that are retired may have a tax liability.
Right.
They may be having money coming in.
Fixed income though.
Yeah. So if you have a fixed, no. But if you do have quite a bit of money's coming in, investments and things like that, and you need something to write off, your house is paid for, then maybe a loan is good for you. And so we actually do this on a case-by-case basis.
Right.
And solar is also a case-by-case basis.
Right.
So whatever works for your client, that's what we structure your loan to be for solar if you need the loan. And if not, then we would probably recommend the power purchase agreement, which is a no-cost program, but you don't get those other benefits, but you do get the value of a reduced electric bill.
Right. And you can also get a check back from your utility company when you overproduce. But 1099 people, it's a win all day.
Yeah.
If you're 1099, if you're self-employed, you better run and go get you some solar panels. Because because you can use the money. You can
use the tax write-off.
Right. Because
and that credit is valuable, to people who can use it.
Right.
So, with that being said, when you sign up, you will see that 2 payments. So what we recommend is really, if you're comfortable with the higher payment, then it's okay and you're still saving with the higher payment. Then you don't have to worry about even putting any money down.
Yeah.
But the concept and the idea is that once you file, and so what that would require you to do is to actually put money aside, because it is a credit. So you owe $5,000 to the IRS, you're going to get it canceled. But where is that $5,000 now that you need to put on the system? So if you didn't save for your payment to the IRS, which is kind of how they're thinking, like, that you have tax liabilities usually at the end of the year, so you save to pay that off. So you take that money now and put it down in your system, which will then give you a lower payment. Right. And most of these loans are no prepayment penalties. If you get a windfall or you come into some money anytime throughout the duration of the loan, you can pay it off at any time.
Right. And they do have shorter terms. You can go as long as 25 years, 20 years, 15 years, 10 years, if whatever works for you. But the perfect storm is if you are self-employed and, we all owe at the end because self-employed. And let's just say you end up owing 10 and your tax 26% is 10. That's going to take care of that, and you keep your 10 in the bank.
Yeah.
right? If it's, and let's just say
Well,
it's
you
5.
take your 10 and put it down yourself.
No, if you
Well, yeah,
if you
can
want
keep
to,
it, yeah.
or here's another scenario.
Uh-huh.
So let's just say you have a car note,
Mm-hmm.
right? And the car note is 5.99%,
Yeah.
and you owe $9,000,
Oh, yeah.
right? And you get 10 back,
Mm-hmm.
and you're self-employed,
Mm-hmm.
right? You take that 10 and pay off that car
Mm-hmm.
because the solar loan is 1.9.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? So you're getting rid of the high interest
Yeah.
for the 1.9. I mean, there's so many things you
And
can
no
do,
payment on your
and
car.
no payment on, and now the car's paid
Now
off.
you have extra money.
Right, and the
for
solar
something
system
else.
paid it off, and the federal government actually paid your car off.
Yeah.
If you look at it that way, just for going solar. So there's ways to do it,
Mm-hmm.
but this is the conversation that you need to have with the person that's going to do your solar. Hopefully it's us. We
Yeah.
obviously know what we're talking about. But when people knock on your door and they talk about going solar, you have to ask these questions, because most times it's going to be 25 years, and you only have one time to get it right.
Mm-hmm.
Because once you sign a document and they put the panels on the roof, it's done.
It's a wrap.
It's a wrap, and you own it. It's in your name. So, and that's it.
That's it.
www.yfreesolar.com. Please visit us. Check us out if you have any questions. If you want to get your energy bill evaluated, we can do that. We do HVAC replacement, windows, tree removal, roof replacement, all that. But you'll see it on the website. So thank you.